Welcome to another Explainer by Doggozilla magazine. I'm your biologist guide today, and we're jumping right into the wild instinctual behaviors of your furry best friends. You know, if you've ever wondered why dogs act so completely out of character certain times of the year, well, it all comes down to the absolutely fascinating science of courtship.
So here's our roadmap for today. We're going to look at biological pheromone drivers, decode those physical flirting signs, explore how pack hierarchy and environment change the game, and then wrap it all up with some expert breeder tips. Let's get right into it.
Section 1. The Science of Courtship, Decoding the Invisible Rituals. We're starting our field guide by looking at how both male and female dogs actually kick off the mating process, whether they're out in the wild or right there in your living room.
Okay, so pheromones. This is literally an invisible chemical thread tying all these wild behaviors together. When a female goes into heat, she releases these highly unique chemical signals. And for the males, it's not just, an interesting smell to check out. It's a massive biological trigger. These pheromones hit the air and basically hijack the male's brain, activating those ancient mating instincts right on the spot. Moving into Section 2, Female Flirting and Heat, the physical signs of mating readiness. Let's look at how a female dog uses her body posture to tell the pack, hey, I'm ready. This is where curious pet owners and professional breeders really need to pay attention, because it's an entire language of posture. She might expose and raise her rear, actively move her tail to the side, which is a classic sign, or drop into an energetic play bow. Even a super relaxed posture with a lowered head or giving prolonged direct eye contact. These are huge evolutionary green lights. She is definitely communicating her readiness to potential mates. All right, Section 3, Hygiene and Health, the dual purpose of grooming. There's a really common behavior during the heat cycle that isn't just biological. It's actually deeply comforting for the dog. You've probably noticed female dogs licking their private areas a lot more during this time. Well, actually, scratch that. It's not just a random quirk at all. It's highly functional. It cleans the area, strategically spreads those pheromones we talked about, relieves hormonal discomfort, and actually releases soothing, feel-good chemicals for her. But here's the kicker for owners. While this is a totally natural evolutionary advantage, you've got to watch it. If the licking gets excessive and causes irritation or hints at things like vaginitis or a urinary tract issue, you absolutely need to consult your vet.
Section 4. Male Instincts and Behaviors, the Primal Drive to Pursue. Let's flip the script and see how those invisible pheromones completely transform the guys. Pure biology literally takes the wheel here. The male's whole body shifts to capture that scent. We're talking flared nostrils, dilated pupils, total hyper-arousal. You'll see relentless pacing, right? Like they just cannot settle down for the life of them. And you'll definitely see mounting behaviors. That's driven by a massive surge in testosterone to establish dominance right before mating. And then we get the love song, howling to the pack. This isn't just making noise for the sake of it. It's a brilliant evolutionary survival tactic. A male howls to grab the female's attention and broadcast to every other male in the area that a mating opportunity is on the table. Now, putting my biologist hat on for a second, I have to warn you that competition for doggy love can get rough. You need to watch out for aggressive territorial behaviors, things like excessive urine marking to claim a spot, intensely guarding the female, or showing hostile posture toward competing males. If you're a professional breeder, this is a crucial safety tip. When these wild instincts take over, keeping the pack safe is job number 1. Section 5. Scent and Pack Hierarchy, the Social Order of Mating. Let's see how the strict rules of a wild pack decide exactly who gets to pass on their genes. The dynamic between the top dog and the submissive males is a really stark contrast. The alpha male, he gets first dibs. He's showing off his agility and strength, acting tough, keeping all the competition away. But the submissive male doesn't just quit. He goes for a totally different strategy. He'll tuck his tail, avoid direct eye contact, and use polite little play bows to softly court the female without ticking off the alpha. It's fascinating social maneuvering. Section 6. Environment and Evolutionary Purpose, How Surroundings Shape Survival. Let's zoom out and look at how where a dog lives changes the intensity of these ancient rituals. It is wild how modern settings totally alter these behaviors. Think about a crowded city versus a quiet rural farm. In the city, high dog density means intense competition, which naturally ramps up the aggressive and assertive behavior from males. But out in the country, fewer dogs mean way less competitive stress, so you get a much more relaxed, chilled-out courtship process. Now, courtship feeding, this is such a cool concept. It's a deeply ingrained wild behavior that looks like this incredibly gentle offering today. A male dog will literally bring food and drop it right at the female's feet. Evolutionarily speaking, he's proving he's a fit provider. He's basically saying, hey, look, I can take care of you and our future puppies.
Along with the snacks, they show off their stamina. The males will run, jump, and play with this insane intensity. Why? Well, it's essentially a genetic audition. He's proving his physical fitness, showing her he's a highly capable survivor with top-tier genetics. So, for all the pro breeders tuning in, here is your cheat sheet. Monitor those heat cycles by watching the physical signs, the tail positions, the playbos. Track their hygiene closely to ensure reproductive health, and be ready to step in the second you see territorial aggression to keep everyone safe. And remember, always consult your vet if that grooming turns into a potential medical issue. Just a quick reminder before we wrap up our field guide, the incredible science in today's explainer was created and fact-checked by the expert vets and certified dog trainers at the award-winning Dogzilla magazine. They do the heavy lifting so we can decode these complex behaviors. I want to leave you with a quote that perfectly sums up the sheer power of what we've been talking about today. This intense attraction can make males forget basic needs like eating and sleeping. I mean, wow. Think about that for a second. These mating instincts are so unimaginably potent that they literally override a dog's fundamental survival needs just to answer the call of a pheromone. So the next time your sweet, goopy dog starts acting a little strange around the neighborhood pack, maybe they're relentlessly pacing or suddenly howling at the wind, ask yourself, what wild, ancient, evolutionary secrets might be hiding just beneath the surface of your living room pet? Keep observing and stay curious.